Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another episode of Project Pan. This is a project that I started earlier this year and there's already a few episodes that are out. I do also have everything organized in a playlist. I will have that link for you in the description box for you to catch up if that's your first video watching here. So if you're new here, welcome. Hi, my name is Eve and I love all things beauty. Here on my channel, I share about beauty and lifestyle. I upload new videos every week and if that sounds interesting to you, I hope you enjoyed this video and stick around, subscribe to my channel. And now without further ado, let's dive into the progress of my Project Pan. So I also want to tell you right away what I am wearing. On my eyes, I am wearing the Nomad Air. So this palette is a part of the new collection that Nomad Cosmetics just launched. It's already live. Neutrals lovers, perfect traveling palette. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. And this is so perfect for your travel needs, really. I love traveling with small palettes. I love to travel with more affordable products and also this quality. The matte formula from Nomad is so good and the shimmers are so beautiful. For this look, I used all 6 shades and they just go together so beautifully. So now let's get into the progress first. The last time I did the progress video was beginning of August. Let's just begin from the empties because I am actually very excited. I technically finished 3 products and one ended up there by default and I explain you why. So the first product that I finished was the Tarte, what is it called? Shape Tape Setting Powder. This is such an amazing powder. I already spoken about this in my monthly Empties video, so that video should be already live when this video comes out. I already spoke about this product there, so you might have already watched it. This is exceptionally good quality if you are looking for a true setting powder that sets your makeup and makes your makeup last. If you're a combination oily skin like me, you would definitely enjoy this. It is the powder that I also find giving a little bit of smoothing effect to your skin, very long wearing, doesn't look cakey on skin. I loved it. So it took me 7 additional uses to finish this entire container. So from the same brand and line, Tarte Double Duty Beauty setting spray also is empty. I used it 15 times total from the last time. My mark was here in August and it took me 15 times to finish this much of the product. Also very, very good setting spray that I really enjoy. Then next I finished the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. It took me 5 times to finish it. I didn't have a lot of product to begin with, but this formula also is very interesting. Playing it in my favor because this is quite creamy formula and it's also buildable. So if I wanted a little bit more of concentrated color, I would go in several layers. I also tan a little bit more in August and September, so I definitely need to layer this product a little bit more. So that's why I finished it considerably quickly. So another product that happened to be here by default is this Bare Minerals Stroke of Light Eye Brightener. I used it 2 times only before the applicator broke off. Unfortunately, I can no longer use it. I definitely could just go inside and scrape it because it is a really nice formula, but at this point, I just will let it go. So these are my 3 plus 1 products that I technically finished for the last few months. And now let's get into the progress of the products that are still here. So at the moment, I do not have any more setting sprays. That was my only one that I was working on. So the next category would be primers. And in the primer category, I also only had this one mini from NYX. And I do have a really, really nice progress to show you. So I used it 6 times total. And I came from here, from August to here now. And I think this is a really nice difference to see. So hopefully maybe a few more uses and I will be finishing and reporting it in the next video as an empty. In the concealer category, I currently still have 3 left. And the first one I wanted to show you is the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer. So I use it 4 times total and there's a lot to go. I unfortunately do not see through the tube, but it feels like at least a half of the tube, so it feels considerably full. I really enjoy this formula. It's somewhat hydrating, so I think now that the weather is cooling down, I definitely will be reaching for it a little bit more. So my next concealer here is from ColourPop. This is Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. I used it a total of 14 times. That's quite a lot. And I'll tell you guys, last time in my last episode, I did tell you that I feel like there is almost nothing left there. And then every time I take this out, there's something else coming out on the very tip of the brush. So there's still something there and it just keeps going and going and going. This is the type of container that I don't see through, but I am already somewhat scraping the size of it. So there's just, I don't know how many more uses left because this is pretty pigmented formula. So I don't use a lot of it, let's say. But hopefully by the end of the year, I will finish this. That was basically the initial goal, right? To finish this by the end of the year. My last concealer here was this from Estee Lauder. powder. This is a double-sided product. Here in one side, there was a under-eye hydrator, like hydrating serum. I'm happy to report that I am finished with this serum. It was really lovely formula and I just enjoyed using it. And as far as the concealer, as you can see, I am here. I don't really have a lot of progress to report to you on this one, but this is where I am right now. And unfortunately, I have to say that I noticed that there's a lot of separation going on in the concealer, and I'm just not comfortable continue putting it under my eyes. I'm going to remove this from this stash. I will no longer be using this. You will see this in the declutter video. By the way, I'm thinking to start my declutters sooner. Usually I would do them like December, and sometimes I would roll them over into the new year in January. So this time I think I'm going to start them, if not in October, then most probably in November. So in the powder category, I ended up with one empty powder from Tarte, which I already spoke about. My next one was one from Physicians Formula. I do have a little bit of progress, I think, but not too much. This powder is quite firmly pressed, and it's considerably difficult to see progress if I'm not using this product consistently. So I ended up using a total of 6 times, and yeah, there's just a little bit of progress, but not too much. And then the next powder that I had here is from Bare Minerals. This is called Bare Minerals Bare Skin. I have no progress here, and I just have to tell you that I think in my last video or in my intro, I did show you that this powder creates a hard pan. And one of you recommended just going ahead and scraping a little bit off of the top, which is exactly what I did. However, it started creating the hard pan in this area again. I only use this powder 2 times in this entire period, but I will continue using this. For some reason, I just don't reach for this powder, and I don't really have a good reason to tell you. I just don't know why. Maybe I just forget about it. Maybe I should like tape it in front of me here, like wherever I get ready, so I'd like actually see it in front of my face every single time. Because I almost feel like I forget about it. Even if it's like sits here in my bin, I still forget about it. I don't know, we gotta do something about it. Let me just talk about this product next. This was my like extra item, and I'm happy to report that I've used this quite a good amount. So I use it a total of 10 times, and I'm very excited. I do have a progress on it, so I am right here right now. I'm happy I got some progress on this. It's very difficult for me to use this product generally because it's just not really a part of my routine, because I naturally do not use glowy primers underneath. So the next product is this from Rare Beauty, and I just by accident shook it, but no worries, because I don't have much to report back to you because I only used it 2 times. This was my last August mark, and I am just pretty much in the same area. So this is a product that is just so hard for me to use. It doesn't last on my skin. I can only wear it in the very short period of time, maybe like a span of 2 hours. And those occasions don't really come around too often. And actually, I used to wear it sometimes to go to the gym, but now I canceled my gym memberships because we invested into the equipment here at home. We built our own workout room. And any other time, if I wear makeup, I actually wear makeup. Dare I say this product was just somewhat a waste of money for me. It's also expired now, so expiration date was 10/23, which this is the month that we are right now. So I actually will be also decluttering this product. You will see this in my declutter video. So let's just talk about the blush that I had here. I only had one cream blush here from ColourPop. This was in the shade Between the Sheets. I use this blush a total of 6 times, and I definitely see the progress. I actually have been digging into this quite a bit lately in the last several weeks, because I know that this is the shade that I like to wear more in the fall and winter. So I have hopes for this product to be gone by the end of the year. This could be my birthday gift to myself, like finish off on the ColourPop blush, okay? Then I also had a ColourPop, a cream single eyeshadow, and unfortunately I only used it twice, and there's absolutely no difference. That's a struggle of having singles with me, single eyeshadows, because I just forget to use them. Because if I do my makeup, I usually reach for the palette and I just go to town using that specific palette. Sometimes I would have 2 palettes in front of me and I would just use 2 of those. But when it comes to single products, I don't know, maybe I should tape this in front of me right here next to Bare Minerals powder. Now let me talk about my foundations. This foundation from Bare Minerals Bare Pro Performance Wear. This formula is spectacular. If I would have had to name like top 5 foundations that would work for me, for my combo oily skin, the one that's long wearing, thin formula, doesn't look cakey, doesn't settle into lines, super long lasting, smoothing effect. This is this foundation. I enjoy this so much. I consider repurchasing this eventually. I am currently scraping the sides of this, but I have to say that the pump is not pumping anymore. Not that I don't have like 50 other products in my foundation drawer, but yeah, I am scraping the sides of this because it's that good. I want to consider this empty, but it's not empty. I am still able to get uses out of this. And if I can, I will. This is so good. The same goes for this Clinique foundation. I already said that last time that it's practically empty, but I used it in this last cycle 2 times. And again, like when I take out the wand, there's always something on the very tip of it. So this is very high coverage foundation. It's a little bit thicker. It's almost like a full coverage foundation. So you need a small amount. I only use it twice and there's still something left. So I'm going to keep this around. I'm just going to keep it around because I really, really like this formula. When it comes to this Lancome foundation, I use a total of 4 times. This is such a beautiful foundation formula. It's called Skin Feels Good, and I think they nailed that name because this is truly what it feels like when I wear this. I do not see through the bottle, but you can definitely see that there is quite a bit to go. And then my last one is my CoverGirl BB cream for oily skin. In this last cycle, I used it 3 times, but there's definitely more to go. I was here last time and I can see through this white portion right here, but I don't think I am too far down from there because I only use it 3 times. When it comes to foundations, I will not be adding any more products. I'm just going to continue working on these, and I'm hoping to really get down to the bottom of those. Then I also had this Buxom lip gloss here that I included last time. I used a total of 3 times, but I am still here. I was right under the letter M and I am kind of still in the same area. I really love Buxom lip glosses, so I'm obviously going to continue using it. So now I do, however, going to be adding a few products here. This is one of them. This is the first one. This is Bliss Blockstar Sunscreen SPF 30. Look how skinny this tube is. I obviously cannot see through it, but this is practically empty. And I am very generous with this product when I apply it because it is an SPF. Expiration date for this product is also end of the year, so I am intending to finish this. So I'm also going to be adding this setting spray into the mix, and this is a Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1. I apologize for the noise right outside of my window, but my neighbors just sold their house and they are redoing all their gardening business outside. They're right outside of my window doing like mulching and edging and whatnot. So I'm very sorry for the noise. So this is the setting spray that is going to go in. I have to tell you that I have to put this in a different container because something happened with the pump and it's just squirting weirdly. Another product that I'm going to be putting in is the City Bronzer from Maybelline. My packaging broke, and you guys, I cannot stand broken packages. I feel like at this point where my collection is, and just understanding like how much competition there is out there between brands, even affordable brands, like I do not want to see bad packaging that if you open it like 5 times and it breaks, it falls apart. So this is unfortunately one of the products. This is exceptionally good product, exceptionally good bronzer, especially if you're fair skin. And this is in a shade 100. Really, really good formula. But what is going on with this packaging? Please, can we just get a little bit better, sturdier packaging so it doesn't fall apart? So this is how much I have right now. I have already been using it behind the scenes because once the packaging breaks, and if I actually like the product, I continue using it. I want to finish it up and just, that's it, call it a day, and just never repurchase this in the future because like I said, I don't want bad packaging anymore. But the products there, like mediocre quality and performance, if the packaging breaks, I just declutter it. I can't deal with this. The only reason why I'm holding on to this and I actually want to beat it down fully is because I actually really, really like this. So this is where I'm starting with this one. I think it's a good starting point. So that's officially going here. And then I'm also adding another powder, but it is a loose powder. I noticed that I've been going through a lot of loose powders lately, especially like in the last 2 months, I've been using a lot of loose powders. This is called Make It Last Setting Powder. My shade was Translucent Light to Medium. This is a really, really good powder. It's very thin, it's blurring, it's mattifying, it's really long lasting. However, they discontinued it. I don't even have a lot right now. It's right here, so it's probably this much product total, but this is a really good powder. I really like it. I know I'm gonna use it in like the next few weeks probably. I just have to say that the loose powders usually go very fast, especially if you're oily skin. Like you use more of it because you want to pack that sponge or a puff, and a lot of it also like flies away. So there's just a little bit of a waste there too. So these are all the products that I needed to talk about today. There's a little bit of progress, which I was happy to report. So if you have any questions, suggestions, I'll leave them in the comment section below this video. I would love to chat with you there. And if you're not yet a subscriber, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, turn on those notifications. That way you are notified every time I upload a new video. And thanks so much for watching, hanging out with me today, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.